Hello my friends, Luke here, and as you can tell from the title and the thumbnail, yes, I went to see Hamilton. Oh my gosh, was it amazing. And I just love the play so much. I just love pretty much everything about it, most of everything about it. It really inspires me on many different levels. One reason this particular play inspired me was because of how I got the tickets. My business law professor and I connected over Hamilton and Doctor Who. I know we're getting into really nerdy territory here. And we started talking about it, and she told me, they're coming to San Diego. I'm part of the theater, and so I can get early access tickets because they're impossible to get tickets. Unfortunately, she told me later, you know what, I can't get you early access tickets because of it's a special show, because it's Hamilton, of course it's special. But she told me, look, this is the day, this is the time, make sure you get tickets. And so I thought, okay, I'm gonna try to get a ticket. It's worth the money. I didn't get a ticket. I was there, I was refreshing on the exact second, and immediately they were all sold out, which was a huge bummer. Like, it was just a really huge bummer for me. But I thought, oh well, I'll live, I'll be fine. Well, she messaged me and said, hey, did you get the ticket? And I said, no, I didn't get a ticket. A few minutes went by and she sent me a picture of a Hamilton ticket and said, I got one for you. And I was just floored. I was like, whoa, awesome, I can't believe it. That's so cool. I said, you want me to Venmo you back? How do you want me to pay you back? And a little while later, she replied and said, nah, it's my treat. I went, what? Because Hamilton tickets are not cheap. And I was just blown away. She's like, no, this is my treat. I want to give this to you. And I was just amazed. I was like, thank you. I was like profusely expressing my thanks so much. So the day finally came just a couple days ago, and I went to see Hamilton. I was so excited. It was amazing. It was fantastic. But there's another thing that I learned from Hamilton. I want to take something away from some of the main characters, especially in terms of mental health, in motivation, in confidence, and just, kind of overcoming your challenges. One line in particular from the play, one of my favorite lines in the play actually, that I feel kind of gets misunderstood. And it's the line from the song Hurricane. Hamilton singing about how, he's kind of recapping his story. He says, in the face of ignorance and resistance, I wrote financial systems into existence. And when my prayers to God were met with indifference, I picked up the pen. I wrote my own deliverance. Now, for many people, they see that as a sign of saying, oh, he's saying that God isn't real, that God doesn't help. And when I take that to me, when I kind of take the inspiration from that, not that God isn't real, I'm very Catholic. I'm not taking that away at all. What I'm taking away from it is the fact that we have to enact change in our lives, because no one can change us for us. We have to make change in our lives if we want change. That's just the reality of it. No matter what laws are passed, no matter what people we surround ourselves with, no matter what the situation is, only we have the power to actually make our lives better. Now, of course, all those other things help. Having a good government helps. Having good friends helps a lot. But if you're not willing to make a change in your life, if you're not willing, to pick up the pen and write your own deliverance, then nothing's going to happen for you. And I love that. I love how he did it. Like, he saw what he wanted and he went and he got it. And that is really inspiring to me. Of course, I'm not saying all of his actions are good and not all of his ideas are great, but in that sense, I just really draw a ton of inspiration from that. And in the course of Aaron Burr, and I just realized right now, like, you might not know what the heck I'm talking about. Listen to it. If you go on Spotify or like iTunes, like buy it. Like it's amazing. Like, listen to it. But like, who hasn't listened to it? Really? Like, let me know if you haven't listened to it. I'd be surprised. And if you don't like it, I'd like to know too, because not everyone likes it, which is, I don't know, kind of weird to me, but I understand everyone has their own opinion. Anyway, back to it. In course of Aaron Burr, I love the character of Aaron Burr so much. He has so much depth to him. He's really trying to figure out his place in life. He's trying to do things his way, and it doesn't work out. And what he finds out is that he has to go from being wishy-washy, kind of giving kind of people what they kind of want and being, dancing around subjects, not really saying what he believes. And when Hamilton delivers that line, if you stand for nothing, Burr, what will you fall for? And that is kind of a theme that carries along. And it's just so true. And when I think of that, I think about, what do I stand for? And what will I fall for? It's kind of like soldiers, go into battle. They're willing to risk their lives for their country. They have something to stand for. They have something to fall for. And it makes you think, like, what do I really want with my life? What are my values? What do I believe? Really, what do I hold as true? And let's bring this back to mental health. I talk a lot about how amazing you are, how amazing all of you are, no matter if you believe it or not. And the trick to that is having those values, having those beliefs, and say, I believe that I'm beautiful, even though I don't feel like it, even though I don't feel like I have value, or maybe not if I don't feel like I have worth. I believe it to be true, and even if I don't feel it, I'm going to know it. And having that knowledge is a great first step into that journey, into overcoming these challenges, especially starting with self-worth and beauty and all of those other problems. Really, the big thing that I love about this play is it explores the psychology of people in terms of achieving something great. We have characters like George Washington who are fighting on the front lines, who will do anything it takes to win their freedom. And you have people like General Lee who run away because they're not willing to fight against greater numbers. I just love the play. I love the dynamics of it. If you get the chance to see it, do it. It was absolutely amazing. And, a huge thank you to my business law professor. You know who you are. Class was great. The class itself was awesome. I had fun in it. I learned a ton. But this is just like an awesome thing that you did for me. So thank you so much for that. The big thing that I think, if you just want to take one thing away, like the reason I'm talking about Hamilton at all is not just a brag that I saw the play, but to really take away and see, how can we find inspiration? How can we learn something from the things around us? Every opportunity we have is a lesson, and it doesn't have to be like a boring way, like, oh, we have to like memorize things and we have to like learn things, we can't have fun. No, not at all. But every opportunity we can just take something away from it. Whether it's a mistake, we can try not to do it again, or maybe it's something good and we can try to do it again. There's always opportunities around you. There's always opportunities. Even right now, watching this video, you have the opportunity to act upon what I'm saying, or you have the opportunity to ignore it and continue scrolling through this never-ending recommended section below me. It's your choice. It is. It really is. You have this opportunity. The question is, what will you do with it? What will you stand for? And what will you fall for? Will you pick up your pen and will you write your own deliverance? Thanks guys for watching. If you aren't already a friend of mine by subscribing to this channel, do it. I'm really ramping up my video production. I'm really excited about it. Got a new camera and everything. So I will see you again in the next video whenever that one comes out. Be unashamed and stand ashamed. Why won't your computer be quiet? Why won't my computer just be quiet? Why does it have to be so loud? Okay, my camera's in my way. Ah, I'm falling. There we go. Be quiet, computer.